Hi, this is Bernice Lee and welcome to the overview video of my course, How to Get More Interviews with a Winning Resume. This course is suitable for you if you're a university student, a recent graduate, never wrote a resume before, or updated it a very long time ago. In this course, I'll teach you how to quickly and easily write a resume that's an authentic representation of who you are and stand out from the competition. I'm excited to take this journey together with you, especially since writing your resume is the very first step towards finding the career of your dreams and creating the career and life that you love. In this video, I will give a quick overview of the whole process that I'll teach you to write your resume quickly, easily, and so that it compels recruiters to call you for an interview. You signed up for this course because you want to improve your resume and get more jobs. That's great! However, I know some of you may feel apprehensive or feel discouraged because writing a resume seems like a really difficult or tiresome task. And maybe you're thinking, I'm still a student and I don't have any work experience. I don't know what to put on my resume. Or some of you might be thinking, I just started my career and I'm not sure what I want to do in the long term, so what do I put? Or you could be thinking, I'm interested in many different types of jobs, so how do I tailor my resume? Or you might be thinking, I didn't go to a famous name brand school like Harvard, so how can I stand out? And some of you might even be thinking, Bernice, how do I cover up parts of my resume that aren't so great? So most people at different points in their career have had these thoughts, so don't worry, you're not alone. Over time, you will get more experience and you will get more clarity about your career direction. And this course will help you become more clear about yourself and your way forward. And secondly, you don't have to go to Harvard to be a strong candidate. Of course, it doesn't hurt. It's not a bad school. But I was a human resources manager for 7 years, and I have a lot of close friends who are human resources managers and directors. And believe me when I tell you that employers look for the best fit candidate, not necessarily the person with the brand name school on their CV. So somewhere out there's a job and company that is a best fit for you. As for covering up unfavorable parts of your work history, well, I'm a big believer in being authentic and truthful. You may have some things like unexplained gaps in your employment or jumping between jobs every 1 to 2 years. I get it. In some cases, it makes sense to leave certain things off your resume, but generally my advice is just to be ready to explain them openly and honestly. Before starting my own business as an etiquette consultant, I was a human resources manager for 7 years. I mentioned that before. I worked at General Mills in the United States and Asia, and then Fidelity Investments, one of the largest asset management companies. During these 7 years, I reviewed hundreds and hundreds of resumes. When they came from a recruiter or a headhunter, I spent about 30 seconds to 1 minute per resume. But if the resume came from a general recruitment source like a job board, or it came to me cold, or it came through a website, I would spend maybe 10 seconds on it, maximum, to determine if the person was worth interviewing or not. And I'm not the only one. You might have heard a study called, well, not the study, but as the 6-second resume. And research was done showing that on average, recruiters spend 6 seconds on a resume before they make a fit or a no fit decision. And they use a scientific technique called eye tracking on 30 professional recruiters and examined their eye movements during a 10-week period. They measured where the recruiters put their eyes when looking at documents. And the study found that in those 6 seconds, recruiters generally look at just 6 things. The first thing they look at is your name, followed by your current title and company, your current position, start and end date, your previous title and company, your previous position start and end dates, and your education. So it's not a lot of time to make a great first impression. And you might wonder, okay, well, with 6 seconds, what can I possibly do to impress a recruiter? If you feel unsure or nervous about writing an outstanding resume, then I have great news for you. It's easy because you're already a proven expert in the topic, and that topic is you. And with the blueprints and systems that I'll show you, the resume will practically write itself. In the next few videos, I'll guide you through a 3-step process that will help you identify your strengths and unique selling points, articulate what you want in a job, and match it to an open position. So then I'll guide you through a system so that you can quickly and effectively fill out a template that produces a professional and attractive resume. So let's dive in and look at the 3-step roadmap to a winning resume. Step 1 is what I call the pre-work accelerator. It has 2 videos. The first is called Craft Your Personal Brand and Be Irresistible to Employers. This is really important work for you to do, guys. Step 2 is Write Your Resume. And in this video, we'll talk about just do's and don'ts, common mistakes, and then I'll walk you step by step through the different sections of a resume and how you should fill out each one. And the third step is editing. That's the final step, and I'll tell you some of the common editing mistakes that I've seen and give you a checklist so you can go through it as you edit your document. I use this exact roadmap to prepare the resumes of my private clients. I've helped fresh grads, mid-career professionals. I've helped everyone from financial managers to medical doctors, chiropractors, entrepreneurs, executive assistants, and everything in between. So this roadmap worked with all of them, and it helped them get their top choice jobs. And I want the same for you. The purpose of this training is to help you draft a well-written resume. I'm really excited to help you do it, and I encourage you to finish the course as it's designed. Why? Because writing your resume is not about listing your job tasks and responsibilities, and it doesn't have to be boring or frustrating. Quite the contrary. When you do this course as it's designed and finish it, I guarantee that you'll emerge from it with a deeper and clearer idea of your strengths, what makes you unique and special. You'll have a vision for what you want out of your career. You'll feel confident because you'll apply for jobs that inspire you and motivate you. And you'll just feel great about yourself because then you'll realize how much you have to offer and you'll attract the right opportunities to you. So as you can see, we have lots of content to go through, and I can't wait to start with your passions, talents, and achievements in the next video. So, see you soon.